Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. As always, I am Titus Creed from Project Phoenix Productions, and we are back with more Sonic 3D Director's Cut. We are on the final level to play. We've got one more emerald to go, and yeah, we may as well get straight into it. Now, this one is relatively simple. There is still 5 badniks to get, but sorry, flickies to get, but they're now all held in these tubes rather than in badniks. So we still have to investigate the level. There are a couple new mechanics, and it obviously has the full version of the game's theme playing to it as well, which is always cool. So the big thing about this level is it now has these new level sticks, which basically switch the way that a nearby escalator is going, like this. And the way we do it is we just meant to just hit it quickly, and then it will switch it, and then we go on an auto loop like that. And right, so we know that there is, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm not aware of any special stage entry point on this level, so fucking hell, I hate this is the worst jump to make in the game, like literally. Ugh. There we go. That's not how you're meant to do it, but yes. As I said, I hate those things. Right, there is Flicky 2. I think there's only 5 to find, and that's literally the level. So, there is number 3. So we just got to be careful, because obviously while we can backtrack, we don't really want to. And we have to be careful, because there are certain paths which will push us back, and certain paths we don't want to take. Like, there's 2 of these. One of them will take us back on a really horrible area, which we absolutely do not want to go. And one will take us to, like, the last flicky. So, it's a bit of trial and error, to be fair. And, I honestly, I don't know where it is. Oh, but there it is, the last flicky. I can't remember if... Well, guess we're taking this path now. So we're either going on the good path or we're on the bad path. We're on the good path. And I will absolutely take an invincibility, because we've got to go all the way up here and hit the lever and then come all the way. I don't understand why the game always seems to give you an invincibility box on right next to like an auto path. It's very strange how the game just like continually does this. It's something I've noticed quite a bit. Right, so if you haven't got all the flickies, there is obviously the ability to go back, but that is Act 1 done. Now, it is relatively short, even though it's like a 3-minute level. The hard part is the next part, because the next part, essentially we're running to the top of the Eggman mech, and there's one place in there that we can break into to actually get the emerald, but the rings themselves are very hard. This place is filled with traps and everything else. So we have got to be very careful, because if we lose any rings on the way to this point, we have to restart. Like, it's that simple. So this is either going to be a very cut-heavy episode, or it's going to be a very clear episode. Because, unfortunately, there are so many traps. Right, and this is the mech. Like, literally, it's just a giant Eggman that we're trying to get through. And that's just kicked us back to the beginning of the game. So, we don't want to do that path. We want to go this way. So we got ourselves a little bit of a breather, which is fine. Jesus, there are so many traps. Oh, my Gideon. I apologise if I'm really quiet, but I might have left enough rings to salvage this. I don't think I have though, because there's not a lot of backtracking you can do in this stage. Yeah, because I can't go back there, so. But it's literally like that. Like, that's it. Because there's Tails. He's literally right there, and the entrance is, would you believe it, there. That's it. I need to get to this position with 50 rings. So what we're going to do is we are going to just finish the stage. We'll unlock the boss, and then we will try and get the emerald. Because the door's locked, so there's no backtracking. So if I don't get 50 rings by that point without getting hurt, it's pretty much game over. Right, and now we're on to the second most annoying jump in the game. Isometric jumps are fun. Yeah, no, I bitch about it, but it is a pain in the ass. We don't really care about this point. All we really care about is surviving. And there are so many traps. Like, thankfully, like, we just want to just keep a ring and just get here. That's it. That's all we need. Level's done. We can now replay. Phew! Okay. I'll see you back in a couple of seconds. For me, it's going to be several minutes while I try to get back to that spot. Okay. Right. We've made it back. 50 rings exactly. Let's see how we do. So, this is either going to be a one-turn gacha, or I am going to be coming back to this. So, the big difference is that Sonic's speed is... He is a lot faster in this. That doesn't stop the amount of extra mines and the placements. But thankfully, we have these walls because there's no, like, timer. And it means that we can just, like, if we need to pause, we can. Because, quite frankly, this is the most stress-inducing one for me. And I feel like sometimes my hands just get a little bit sweaty. Right, we just need to not hit a mine. That's it. Okay. First time try for the emerald, but we got it. So, oh, there we go. Jesus. Cool. We've unlocked Supersonic. Sure. Supersonic is not something I've ever used in 3D Blast, to be perfectly honest with you. For the most reason, it's well, it didn't exist in the original version, for one. So, and then it's definitely a director's cut only edition. So we just need to get out of this fucking shit spire. So yeah, and I've never really gone back and. And I've never really gone back and done like the time trials or anything else to test it. But from when I looked it up, it seemed like it's basically the buffs of the homing shield, the speed shoes, and invincibility. So you get to homing attack, you can just be invincible, and you just ultra fast. I'm going to presume it's just going to have the standard invincibility music on as well. Right. We are just going to blitz our way through this quickly. And just... God damn it. Let's get a ring because I, quite frankly, do not want to die. God's sake, yes, we're absolutely getting this. There are too many traps. sake. You know what? I don't even care. Jesus. And not even a ring bonus from Tails, like a Tails bonus. That's really strange. Right, okay. So, we now have all 7 emeralds. You've seen it, we've got it, we've done it, and we haven't done Act 3 yet. So, off we go. This is, personally, I think the most creative boss we've got. It's garbage tier, and it's very, very simple. Basically, you've got to get the arms to do specific abilities and hit the blue button on the side of it. But, you know, outside of, like, say, Big Arm, there's never really been anything to do. But this isn't even it. There's, like, uh-oh, that's not good. But yeah, so there are different levels to the floor. Essentially, we're just chasing him down the... Because this is a fire one, I think. So yeah, we want to hit this, and the arms alternate on this one. So because I can't just get it to trigger like the top one. So, but it's fine because it's, you know, semi 3D. Even the fire follows on an upper plane as well. So you can just kind of manipulate the fire into following you. But I kind of dig this boss. It's again something that's never really been represented in what is it, like, even the comics, is, to the best of my knowledge. Like, my Archie knowledge is 0 and zip, and my IDW stuff is not exactly brilliant. I think this one kicks out balls everywhere. Go. But you can literally just jump this. Like, I've never really understood how this portion of the actual fight works, but essentially, the faster you actually hit the blue wall ball, then the quicker it stops kicking stuff out and allows you to get to the other side. So it's, there we go, and that's that. So we've only got one place to go. Whew. And that, via cutscene, is to the final battle. There he is. Entertainingly, you don't go supersonic for this, but you do have to deal with this, which, as I mentioned in an earlier version of the, like one of our earlier videos, it is a very disappointing final boss. It literally just has, the idea is that it's a mech, it has a few moves that it does, and essentially you just bait it into doing something, and then the mech becomes available to hit, you hit it, and then you move on, and it does the next thing. Realistically, in terms of like boss mechanics, yeah, it's the same as everything else. It will follow just a standard move set, and then it will follow a standard move set and move on. But there's nothing special to it. There's no pinch mode or anything else. You've literally just got to do 2 laps of the room if you get a hit on every time. But yeah, that's it. And you know, once you actually know what you're doing, which I clearly don't, because I ate all the rings on the first go through. And then they'll go off and do their little thing, and then we got to leap over it in a second. There we go, and then he becomes available. So you can miss a hit while you're doing this, and if you miss a hit, then you've just got to do an extra hit as you're going around, like on a third pass. That's literally it, like that. So Wow, I really messed that up, didn't I? Okay, apparently they've changed this. Apparently you can't miss a hit now. Apparently you just stay in the same room. I've never seen that. This one's easy. With the balls, you just literally can just like stay in like the far corner and you can't be touched. And then, ooh, it's a 4th one. But we've got 1 ring because the rings don't respawn, unlike other bosses. So, yeah. There we go. But it's a quality little musical thing for the final boss. Like, I do dig the boss music for this. And it's a cool looking egg mech, to be fair. But this is literally it. We're just going to be looping this room once more until the end, and then that's it. It's a simple final boss, but you know, I guess there's some form of like limitation based on what they could do. But I don't know. I mean, I guess the only other option really is to have another arena to fight it in. So, yeah. Right, rocket time. Rocket Man! See, if you do this properly, you just got to do 1 hit. And now we'll just go and set ourselves in this corner. And then there should be 1 more set of ball throwing. There we go. And that's it. That's literally all there is to the boss. So, yeah, that's it. Through the final fight. And another one bites the dust. There we go. But I kid you not, like, the first time I got there in original Sonic 3D, because obviously you got to remember, original Sonic 3D, there's no level select, so there's none of this level select screen. You've got to beat the whole game in 1 go. And if you haven't collected like the continues on as you go through the levels, then yeah, that's it. That's you're done for. Like, you don't have that ability to do anything. The secret level select option. I don't know what the secret level select option is. But yeah, now you got your credits in the good old, you know, Sonic 3D style. So we'll let these play out as we just talk about it. So yeah, Sonic 3D Blast Director's Cut. The first time we played this on stream for Race for Good was basically because Andy, who we were doing Race for Good with at the time, when he played it the first time, because he'd never played it or finished it, because it doesn't offer you a level select or anything else, and there's no like password kind of thing to get to it, he kind of didn't finish it. So between that year, there was the Director's Cut version, which came out, and we did that the following year on Steam, and it was a much closer race at that point, and he enjoyed it a lot more. At least I was led to believe. So, you know, I kind of go back and, like, if I play 3D Blast, I kind of play with the Director's Cut now, just because it's easier to pick up and put down. I mean, you can still just pause. It's still a Mega Drive game at the end of the day. But being able to actually turn off, go away, and come back is a much more quality of life friendly experience. And you don't see like the director go back to a game like that. Now, obviously there's no Saturn version. I've heard that the Saturn version with the half pipe is better, but then it's a different musical composer. It's Richard Jakes compared to Jun Sonoy. So again, the Saturn version, when it comes to the musical choices, isn't exactly the one that goes with me. But yeah, so every level's done. There we are 56%. That leaves us to get like all the emblems and all the time attacks if we really want to play through the game again. We're probably not going to do it for the benefit of videos and everything else, but the fact that we've gone through and done this, like, I really do enjoy doing it. But we'll have a quick, what we'll do is we'll put on, we'll go through the first level quickly, and I guess we'll time challenge it, see if we can get super while we're doing it, just because I want to see what he looks like. I've not really seen it. I don't know if they actually put in a special skin for it and everything else, because you know, as I said, like, Supersonic is not something I've seen in the original one, so I'd be mildly interested to see what he looks like, to be fair. Oh, right. Alright, so time challenge is literally just trying to get to the end, I guess? Oh. Well, I'm just going to replay the level because I just want to see Supersonic. But I'm going to guess that time challenge is beat the level in X time. Which is crazy. Fair enough. I thought it was just like a time attack mode. Not like a simple, you got to beat it in a certain time. But yeah. I don't care. Just give me this. Come on, let's go. I just want to see what he looks like. I'll do one of my famous cuts. No, I don't need to. We're right here. We're right here. So I need to jump and press spin dash. So I guess I need to lose my shield. Wait, you here. Okay, to be fair, that is a cool supersonic animation. It's just a golden palette swap with that, but I do like how everything has changed. Like the flickies are now golden if I rescue them, except for the one I rescued first, which is hilarious to me. Alright. And it's just going to be... Alright, so you just get the one-off. Fair enough. Alright, that's enough of that, I think. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. That has been our playthrough of Sonic 3D, Flicky's Island, Director's Cut, all the different ending parts of that you can get in there. I've had a blast. It's been fun going back to one of the classics that I grew up with a mod. I haven't played this, as I said, in like 3-4 years, so it's been fun. A little bit of panic here or there, but yeah, no, that's absolutely been a terrific little playthrough. I do recommend you do it for yourself. If you do own Sonic 3D Blast on Steam, in the comment section of every video, I have had a link to the actual mod on Steam, so you can go and get it installed for yourself as well. I recommend you give it a chance. If you've never finished Sonic 3D Blast, it's obviously the better way to do it. I think it's the best way to play the game right now. Yeah, have a go for yourself. Let us know. There's apparently a level editor in there as well. Have a muck around and see what is there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time for another adventure through Sonic fan games and hacks, demos, and whatever. Until the next time, I'm Titus Creek from Project Phoenix Productions. And as always, you guys stay safe and play more games. Take care.